Hello viewer, my name is George Wilkinson and I'd like to welcome you back to this channel. This is the Global Scholar YouTube channel. Now if you're new to this channel, I share highly valuable information for anyone planning to study abroad, which includes how to secure offers from some of the leading educational institutions in the world, the latest scholarship opportunities and how to apply for them, travel advice, exchange programs, free courses and more. And so if you're interested in stuff like this, subscribe and become part of this community. As we near the beginning of a new academic year, most of my videos have centered around helping international students and new students to prepare for this very exciting phase of their life. In today's video, we are talking about one of the very big headaches for international students and new students across various universities, and that is finding accommodation. And so in this video, I want to break it down. I want to make it very easy for you out there. If you're a new student, you are international students, you are studying abroad, I want to help you and give you some tips on how to find accommodation for yourself. And so if you're ready, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, smash the like button and let's get into the video. To start off, accommodation for students can simply be classified into two. This is according to my classification anyway. So there's the university offered accommodation and then there's the student sought accommodation. And I guess the names are self-explanatory. So the first one is accommodation offered to you by the university. And then the second is accommodation that you go out to find yourself. University offered accommodations are usually one of the easiest options to look at, mainly because they are options that are presented to you by the university. And for most of these options, they come with all bills inclusive. It means that once you pay to the university, you don't have to worry about paying any more utilities. You move straight from the airport and then into your university hall of residence. Now, this option can be very convenient. It saves you a lot of stress and it is a direct solution to what you are looking for. The challenge to university offered accommodation is that sometimes if you don't apply early, you might miss out on the opportunity for a place. Yes, it can be convenient. It can offer a one-stop solution, but sometimes university offered accommodation can be a bit pricey. For some other students, the cost of university offered accommodations can be out of their budget, which means that they have to look elsewhere. If the university offered accommodation doesn't tick the box for you, then it's time we take a look at the second option, which is the student sought accommodation options. Now, with the student sought accommodation option, the disadvantage to it is that you have to look for these yourself. The university usually isn't involved in helping you to look for these. And the other disadvantage is that because you are probably not there yet, it can be a bit difficult. But I have some few pointers here that I'm going to share with you to help make the process a bit more easier for you. So if you're looking out for accommodation options by yourself, one of the best places I suggest you start looking are Facebook forums. Before I got to Aberdeen, I joined a couple of Facebook forums. Luckily for me, these were suggested by the university themselves. So these were forums whereby the locals posted accommodation opportunities and sought students to occupy them. Also on these forums, it is easy to also spot other students who have spare rooms and are looking for roommates. On a whole, this was a fantastic place for me to search, as it gave me lots of options to go through and to finally make a decision for myself. So if you are looking out for accommodation for yourself, I suggest you look out for such forums and join. It may be also helpful to get in touch with your student body to find out if such a forum exists for your uni, and then you can probably start your search from there. Another option that you can also look into is shared accommodation, and it works in a couple of ways. So the first one is you probably look out for another new student who is headed to the same uni as you, and then you can come together, find one accommodation and then share, maybe a 2-bedroom, and then you share. You can also contact other students who are already there at the uni and find out if they are looking for roommates. There are several students I know who have secured accommodation that way. The advantage in contacting students who are already there is that they are already there, they know the terrain, they know the location, they know the area where you are now headed off to, and they are probably in the best position to find good accommodation options. And so sometimes this makes sense to get into touch with someone who is already there and see if you can join them in accommodations that they have secured and are looking for roommates. Now, on the matter of contacting other students, this can also be an option for you in helping you to secure accommodation. This time around, probably not to share accommodation with them, but getting in touch with them to know if they know of accommodation opportunities around them. They are already there and they know the terrain and they know the area probably better, so they probably are in the best position to know or probably have heard of opportunities all around them. Personally, I have received several calls. I've had several individuals get in touch with me to see if I have heard or know of any accommodation opportunities around me, because I'm already here. They are not here at the moment, and so I'm probably in the best position to alert them of any accommodation opportunities. It's always a good tactic if you know someone at the university that you are headed off to, and then you can get in touch with this individual to help you look out for accommodation. However, if you don't know anybody at the uni that you are headed off to, then I suggest you resort to looking at other accommodation websites and local listings. Now, you can do this by typing the area of your university and then adding accommodation. So, for instance, Aberdeen accommodation for students, and then you make a quick search. Now, once you start doing that, a lot of options will pop up to you, and then you can explore those listings that you find. Aside these local listings, you can go to Facebook Marketplace and do a thorough search there. It's also a fantastic place to find student accommodation. You go to Facebook Marketplace and then fine-tune the settings to your location or the location that you are headed off to study, and you are bound to find several accommodation options. You can filter all the way to the budget that you have and what sort of accommodation you are looking out for. Now, one advice I would like to leave with you is that don't be easily swayed by accommodation opportunities or accommodation options that come with all-inclusive bills. Sometimes it is cheaper to pay your own bills. I've had options that I've looked at, all-inclusive options, and I've had ones that I've had to calculate my rent and my bills at the end of the month, and I have found the ones that I've had to pay my bills at the end of the month much cheaper than all-inclusive options. And so don't just jump at the first opportunity that comes with all-inclusive bills. Try and get your head around how much utilities cost a month, and then do a side-by-side comparison. Finally, I'll say that if you are looking for accommodation for your own self, one of the things to look out for is the closeness to local amenities, maybe shopping points or supermarkets, and the closeness to bus routes. This makes life a little stress-free, because if you have to travel all the way out to the closest supermarket, it means that anytime you need something, you have to move quite a distance. So it always pays, or it's always good to find accommodation that is very close to local amenities and cuts down on transportation for you. Well, I hope this few tips was helpful to you. Let me know where you are headed off to uni in the comment section below, and what sort of accommodation option you are looking out for. If you have any question concerning securing accommodation, pop it in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer your question right away. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and become part of this growing community. My name is George Wilkinson. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. Bye bye.